Thank you so much for choosing Mokwa Times. Ladies and gentlemen, Milicent Omanga, the former aspirant for the Nairobi Women Rep position under the UDA ticket, has joined Rigathi Gachagua's party, the DCP party, Democratic Citizenship Party. Ladies and gentlemen, why do you think this lady chose going to Gachagua's side and left Matiang's side? Yet she comes from the same community with the Matiang'i. Before I take you through the reasons as to why she decided to go to Rigathi Gachagua's side, first of all, allow me give you a few facts about this particular Mheshimiwa. Number one, she's a very strong candidate in 2027 against whoever who is going to come from the government side, unless she dumps Gachagua and joins William Ruto. But if she sticks with the Gachagua side or with the opposition side, she's a very strong candidate, because last time she garnered about 600,000 voters. That is huge. That's number one. Number two, she's very experienced, because now she has tried. This is not the first time. She has always been trying. And that is very essential now. You're going to have, as an opposition team, a leader who is likely to clinch that seat because she knows what to do and how to do it. Thirdly, she's rich. She's not a poor woman. We've all seen online here. She's a go-getter, doing so many things to ensure at least she has been able to make her family very comfortable. Also, she's very decisive. I remember one time she was appointed to join these things to do with Nairobi River Cleaning and Staff Committee. And she refused because she knew that is a controversial position where you can go there and then be finished with it. She refused and said, no, I don't want it. William Ruto, Kanai. Other thing, she's from the Gusii region. You know, she comes from the Kisii County. At first, people were confused. Is she going for the MP seat? Is she going for the gubernatorial seat? Is she going for the women rep seat? No, then later we realized now she's going for the Nairobi women rep seat as she leaves Gloria Roba here in the Gusii region, especially Kisii County, to come and vie for the women rep position. Now, allow me to take you through to the reasons as to why she joined Rigathi Gachagua. But before I do so, if this is the first time you're watching my videos here at Mokwa Times, please take a second or two, subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. The expectations were that this particular Mheshimiwa, Milicent Omanga, could have joined Matiang'i's side because she's from the Gusii region. But contrary to what people expected, she went to DCP side. A clear indication that this is someone who sat down and thought. You know, some people rush. Matiang'i amesimama tuanguke pale tuende na wave. But she sat down, checked on everything, then she made her decision. Me personally, I respect such kind of people who sit down and look at something first before they act. In Matiang'i's team right now, their people are very poor politically. They don't have any strategy. They just go there because they believe through Matiang'i they'll get elected. Simple as that. To waste his time and resources. But now, when you realize someone is thinking, making a decision of that kind, I think everyone should just respect. Because either way, she's in opposition. That's one. But now, what are the reasons? Number one is the Kikuyu support. What we know is that DCP is going to be the leading party for the Kikuyu people. They will support most people from that particular party. You know, Moses Kuria came out and said DCP might win the battle, but UDA to win the war. So Gachagua just needs to put things straight, ensure that he has a proper strategy and security team that will ensure that his votes are not stolen, to ensure that he has managed all these things that usually happen, these skirmishes that we usually see in the elections, so to avoid things of rigging and goons and stuff. But the fact remains, if Milicent Omanga chose to join the DCP party, then she's likely to get the Kikuyu support in Nairobi, which is the majority. When you calculate that, the Gusii community alone with the Kikuyu support, they are somewhere. They are somewhere. Meaning she can easily clinch that seat. That is number one. Number two, if you also look at being in the opposition team, the Kamba team is attracted to that particular formation. And if Milicent Omanga is the opposition women rep in Nairobi, then she's likely to become the women rep in Nairobi, because if the Kamba support you, the Kikuyus do the same. The Kisis as well. Luyas can come in. And then some Luos. Then it's over. Who is going to vote for William Ruto's candidate? Probably Esther Passaris. Passaris had Baba. That's why she won twice. So ladies and gentlemen, the Kikuyu support in Nairobi and the entire opposition support is very important. It was a game of numbers. She calculated well. Congratulations, Milicent Omanga. Number two, there could be possibility that Milicent Omanga and Dr. Okengo Fred Matiang'i, they are not that close. You know, Gachagua and Omanga have worked before in the campaigns, during the 2022 campaigns. They know each other, they worked together, they did one or two things. And in fact, we had also, if you check very well within the united opposition, there is no strong candidate for the DCP party, for the women rep seat in Nairobi. That makes it very easy for Milicent Omanga to get to that team and strengthen it. And Rigathi Gachagua came out one time and said, the women rep, DCP, the governor, DCP, the deputy governor, DCP, the senator, DCP. Meaning people from other types, but the DCP members. So that's why Milicent Omanga came in. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, it is Rigathi Gachagua's ability when it comes to the campaigns. We all know that Gachagua does very well. When he holds the mic to speak, he does very nice campaign. When he decides to mobilize, he does very good mobilization. When he decides to speak, he speaks to the people's hearts, especially those of Mount Kenya. So therefore, Rigathi Gachagua is a good campaigner. Milicent Omanga knows very well. Having such a person on board, close to you, it is an asset. I don't know what's your take, but in the comment section, share with me on what you feel. Kindly make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel.
Welcome to Humphreys Hill House. Humphreys is a boutique hotel located on Kionganyo Hill in Kisii town. We are just 2 kilometers off Kisii CBD. And the hill itself, Kionganyo, is culturally significant among Abagusi people. This is where our prophet Sakawa stood and prophesied that Getembe, which is Kisii town, will come up. And several other cultural activities used to happen on this hill, which included Ribina dance, where women met and danced and prayed for rains. Young men fought wars about marriage in this hill. So the hill is very significant. And therefore, in the design concept for this hotel, we have done what we call a hotel within a museum, where we have tried to collect, document, and preserve a lot of Kisii culture. So right from the gate as you come in, you'll see pieces of soapstone, the reception in our gift shop. Each of our rooms has a piece of soapstone that explains about some cultural event or activity. You go to our common spaces, whether it's in the bar, whether it's in the restaurant, there are carvings displayed all over, which have cultural stories and those kind of things. And then at the back side of the main building, we have developed a Gusii homestead, the authentic Gusii homestead with all the traditional huts. And this is where we want culture to be experienced as it was in those days. So the buildings have been done how they were supposed to be. The activities can be carried out. There are indigenous trees there. There are free-range chicken that are running all over. And it's a nice setup if you want to hold traditional weddings and traditional activities. Then next to it, we have an amphitheater that has a capacity of around 250 people, where again, performances, both cultural and meetings and conferences can happen as we endeavor to support the community and preserve the culture that we so wish it doesn't disappear. All in all, you're welcome to Humphreys, and we hope you'll be able to get an experience of the Gusii culture. Thank you very much.